What is up, my geeks and freaks? Big Girl Geek here with a brand new video. So, as you may or may not know, The Flash is one of my favorite comics and one of my favorite TV shows. I love the show that comes on every Tuesday at 8 p.m. on the CW. They just had their annual crossover with Arrow and Supergirl. They did not do Legends this season. And at the end of that crossover, they teased a major spoiler for next year's crossover. Coming fall 2019, they are doing, as their crossover, Crisis on Infinite Earths. Blew my mind because we have been seeing that being teased for 2024, not 2019. I was not prepared. I am not prepared. So, if you are a TV show lover and you don't really read the comics and you don't know about that story, I thought I'd do a quick little video just to give you some key points of what happens in the Crisis on Infinite Earth comics. And if you are a comic book reader and you like the show like me, and you needed a refresher course, like I had to go and grab to the basement my comic to reread the story because I thought I had more time. I did not think it was coming this fast. I was like, let me catch up. This video may help you too. Remind you of some of the things that happen. So, let's just get right into it. Who are the major characters that we know in the Arrowverse now that we have seen them on screen? You, of course, have the major three: Superman, Supergirl, Flash. In this crossover, we were just introduced to the Monitor and Psycho Pirate. Now, who are the characters that we have not yet to see, or that may have just been mentioned, but we have yet to see them be on our TV screens, that I feel are important to telling this Crisis on Infinite Earth's storyline? Those characters would be Lex Luthor, Alexander Luthor Jr., Harbinger, Pariah, Anti-Monitor, and of course, Superboy. Now, what's interesting is at the end of Supergirl, we saw Lois Lane and Superman announce their pregnancy, and then they also got engaged the next scene. So you make your own conclusions based on that, the characters that I think need to come over, and with that, pregnancy and engagement announcement between Superman and Lois Lane. So what are the key points that happens in the story? Let's say what I can think, a quick synopsis of Crisis on Infinite Earths, the best way I can explain it. I even took some notes, so I don't want to make sure I want to make sure I don't miss anything in regards to the story that I think that they need to show on Arrowverse. Okay, so basically the Anti-Monitor wants to destroy the multiverse that we all come to know and love to create one big universe that he can sit on top of his throne and rule. Well, the Monitor is like, nah, bruh, I'm not having that. He goes and recruits heroes of his own to stop that from happening. Similar to what we saw in the Arrowverse crossover, where the Monitor was going from universe to universe, using the Book of Destiny to test heroes to see who would be strong enough to stop the Anti-Monitor. Unfortunately, the Monitor dies at the hands of Harbinger, who is possessed by Anti-Monitor's demons, and the Monitor gets killed by Harbinger. So, Anti-Monitor goes and recruits Psycho Pirate, and Harbinger goes and recruits Alexander Luthor Jr. They need to use Alexander Luthor Jr.'s portal powers, create a portal between the Limbo Earths and the multiverse, the Antimatter Earths, and that's what they use like Alexander Luthor Jr.'s powers for. So, Pariah then gets into a fight with Superman, Anti-Monitor. They're all fighting, and in order to save Superman, Supergirl gets involved, and Supergirl ends up dying. And that's where we get the famous Crisis on Infinite Earths poster that we seen, and a little hint to it actually on one of the Supergirl episodes when we first saw Superman come up on her show, of him carrying her crying. It's very iconic. That's where we get that from. One of my favorite posters, one of my favorite artworks actually done. And so we lose Supergirl. after that battle, I'm trying to remember now, after that battle, Anti-Monitor somehow loses his body in his new body. He's just like a flaming head or whatever, right? So he recruits or gets Brainiac to help him with some antimatter cannon, and they want to use that cannon for the evil plot. And in trying to stop that from happening, we lose another hero, and the hero that we lose is the Flash. Yeah, the Flash dies too. Which I'm sure, if you watch the Arrowverse TV show and you didn't know that in the comics, they have been hinting to that. We've been getting those hints. We even saw Barry and Kara running. Looks like they were gonna die. So yes, we lose Supergirl and we lose the Flash. So what does that mean for the Arrowverse? Well, here's what happened on the show. Oliver, Green Arrow, went to the Monitor to try and stop him from completing this test. Said, you know, please don't take Barry and Kara. They are the best that we've got. Supergirl and Flash are the best that we got. Please. Monitor's like, all right, cool. I'm going to keep them, but there needs to be some balance for the deaths. How are we going to handle this? How are we going to rectify that? We don't see Oliver's answer. He comes back. He shoots an arrow. Special arrow stops the Book of Destiny from changing everything. So everyone assumes, fans online that have seen everything, Twitter and Instagram and everything, assume that Oliver has sacrificed himself, and that's what we are going to see in 2019 to save Barry and Kara. Do I think that's going to happen? No. Because then that would mean Arrow's over. Next season will be Stephen Amell's last season as Arrow. I just don't see that happening. And I know you're probably thinking, Big Girl Geek, what are you talking about? It's plain as day. Because it's plain as day. Why would they tell us the story that far in advance and make it so obvious that we're going to lose Oliver, that we're going to lose Arrow? I don't know. Maybe that is what's happening and it's the CW and they're just not that clever. Or maybe something else is in the works. Hear me out. So if it's not Arrow dying, you must be thinking, all right, well then, you know, we're just going to lose Supergirl and Flash. No, I don't think that either. Are we just losing Supergirl? Even though there's some rumors that Melissa, the actress that plays Supergirl, is ready to go back to theater and hang up her cape for good. I don't think that's happening either. I know. You think I'm nuts. Hear me out. That just leaves Barry to die, right? We're going to lose the Flash. We've been hinted towards since the article. The article has been saying since it aired, 2024, we're losing the Flash. Flash is dying. He's gone. His daughter's back. He's gone. I don't think that's happening either. All right, hear me out, guys. Here's what I think is going to happen. I think we are going, if Oliver doesn't die, and if Barry doesn't die, and if Kara doesn't die, I think we are going to be losing a speedster. I think in order to save the multiverse, we're going to get the help of the other speedsters that we've come to know and love, and that way we are quote-unquote kind of sort of losing a Flash. Which speedster? It's either going to be 90s Barry Allen, which is why they brought him on, so that way it stays true to the comic and we lose Barry Allen the Flash, or if we don't lose John Wesley Shipp's 1990s Barry Allen, we will be losing either Kid Flash, Jesse Quick, or Reverse Flash. One or all three of them, one or all four of them, including 90s Flash, will sacrifice themselves to save the universe, and that way we can still keep our main three stars of Arrow, Supergirl, and Flash. What do you guys think about that theory? And if we're not losing Jesse Quick, Wally West, or 90s Flash or Reverse Flash, then maybe, possibly, we may lose Nora West Allen, who secretly has a twin sister by the name of Dawn Allen, or a twin brother by the name of Don Allen. What do you guys think about my theory? I know it's crazy, it's wild, but I swear I think that's what's happening, because I cannot wrap my head around them letting us know a whole year or a couple months in advance that Oliver Queen is gone, that this is the last season of Arrow next season. I just can't see that happening. So I'm so curious to know you guys' thoughts. Thanks for sticking around for this video. Like I said, I just wanted this to be a quick synopsis of Crisis and what I think is going to happen in relation to Arrowverse. So please let me know in the comments, what did you guys think of Elseworlds? You can check out my review of that. And what do you guys think is going to happen in fall 2019 in this crossover event, Crisis on Infinite Earths? I can't wait to read. I can't wait to share thoughts with you. So thanks so much for hanging out. Check out my other videos. Be sure to hit subscribe. And until next time, Big Girl Geek out. Peace. Hey, where are you going? You just watched a cool video. Subscribe.